So I'm going to demonstrate this Purpose Navigator. This actually is designed for students, but it's going to be very similar for senior purpose as well, with some changes. But here we're logged in already, and we're going to go to the Purpose app, which is going to show up here in 1 second. And here you reach onto the first page, and on this page you see this is the map page where you can go from all the different sections of the purpose finding process. And we're going to start to show you in section 1 right here. And this starts off with a game, and this game is a drag and match game. And what it does is it tries to help you figure out that everything innately has a purpose and that you have a purpose too. So that's the game. And you can match it to its purpose, and if you do, it stays there, and if you don't, it goes back, and to recognize that everything has a purpose. The second one is exercise 1.1, and this is here to kind of help you recognize that fulfilling your purpose or your positive purpose, your meaningful purpose in life will have a big impact on your life. And if everyone fulfilled their meaningful purpose, you would all have a very good life and a very good world. And asks you some really important questions like, how would you be better how do you think your life would be different if you woke up each morning to fulfill your unique positive purpose? So it helps you really reflect on purpose and motivate yourself to become much more purposeful and to proceed on this purpose finding journey and process. We also have this passion and purpose self-assessment, which we take 4 times throughout the process, and this helps you see how passionate and purposeful you become as you go through, and you can always also compare your scores. People who engage in this process go up in the process in their passion and purpose on that self-assessment. And here we have the passion list, and this is really an important part of the process. Go through this idea of figuring out all the things you ever love to do, and that's the building block of what we really want to do in this process. So here this person's put in teaching, chess, and snowboarding, but they can fill in many, many more as they go through every single one of their passions, everything they've ever enjoyed doing in life, and then they analyze that. Then they go through this, a number of different exercises. We're going to skip this, but it helps them think about how to analyze their passions, and we're going to skip to 2.4. And here is 2.2. Here is where they analyze each of their passions and figure out what is it made out of. So what are the aspects of their passions? What are the flavors of their passions? And this person's got teaching, it's engaged with students, big ideas, chess is strategy and competition, snowboarding is being outside. So these are the aspects of their passions, and then they go on to 2.4, where they analyze the essence of those passions. So they even go a step deeper to really figure out what is really motivating themselves about enjoying these things. Engaging students is make a difference, big ideas. Well, the person hasn't filled that in, but it's really a challenge to kind of figure out what is the essence of these passions. Then they have this abstract concrete, where they figure out, is it a more of a creative type passion, or is it more of a problem solving, understanding that which is type passion? And that's an exercise 2.4. 2.5, they put themselves on the scale of concrete and abstract, and 2.6 is where they figure out what are their character strengths are, and then they take the self-assessment, and that finishes the process of the self-discovery part of the passion finding, purpose finding process. Then on section 3, here's where they kind of figure out what they want to do as their purpose. And here, this is for students, and it's got careers, but for seniors, it won't be careers, it will be different aspects of things they might want to do. So it might be something like acting, advocacy, volunteering, giving back, etc. And they'll be able to analyze and look at that and figure out in which way they would like to do those things as their purpose. And they'll choose them and put them here in order they can analyze it further. And they'll choose one of those things. So let's say for them it's they wanted to do giving back, and they'll figure out what part, how they want to give back, and then they'll look at their different aspects and see how their aspects fit in with that idea of giving back, and then their essences as well. They will show up here from what they decided were the essences in the previous section, and then they'll also figure out what character strengths fit in that particular potential purpose. And they'll figure out what it is that they want to, what they feel attracted to. And they'll do that for every single one of the potential things that might be their purpose. Here they're fitting in their potential purpose with what they've learned about themselves in the previous section. And then continue on to the next exercise where they will do a visualization to figure out how passionate they feel about those different things. And then they will continue on to the next exercise where they will choose which are the things that really they feel fit them best as their potential purpose. And they'll take this self-assessment again, and then continue on to section 4, where they start really analyzing those things to much greater extent. And maybe they'll do, they'll have an analysis sheet of really figuring out what those things involve. They can maybe do informational interviews with people who are doing those things. But they're really going to, if they've chosen advocacy, for example, they're really going to drill down what does that mean to them, and what does it mean in their lives, and how actually are they going to proceed in doing that. And they've got 4 of these, or more, however many they've chosen. At the end of that, they will decide which of those they want to actually incorporate as their purpose, and that is they're going to be their purposeful goal in exercise 4.4. They'll finally do their self-assessment again, and hopefully this time they will have gone all the way up on their score, and here they will be able to see how much they've become more purposeful based on this self-assessment of purpose and purposefulness. Finally, they'll make a roadmap to figure out how do they get from where they are now all the way to actually having a passionate purpose in their life, and how to incorporate that on a daily basis, and different things they need to do, maybe things they need to do each year to live that purposeful life. And finally, section 6 is where they will decide to actually share this idea of living a purposeful life with other people, and they'll write down 10 people they want to share this idea of having a purposeful life with. And that is, in a nutshell, the purpose-finding process, going from a place where you have no purpose to feeling really, really purposeful in life. Thanks for watching, and don't forget, go out there and find your purpose and live a purposeful life.